Hello, this is Tom, and today we've got this Hampton Bay fan up here that has bit to dust, and so we'll go replace it. We're going to use this Harbor Breeze down here, and I've got about 50 or 75 screwdrivers, but I don't have one like that. And that's this is a Ryobi 4-volt quick turn screwdriver, lithium. It says it's got 3 years warranty on it. We'll see how that works out in the end. But anyway, I've had pretty good luck with these Ryobi tools as long as you use them for homeowners. Now, if I was out working construction every day the way I used to, I would go with a rigid or something like that. But around the house, those Ryobis are pretty good. So we'll go see how this one works here. So let's get started with this. First thing we've got to do, just take this old fan down. We'll show you how to do that. Okay, now the first thing we've got to do is get this old one down here. So you have to start out with the simplest part, getting these chains loose. Pull chains, like that. Then you undo this globe here, making sure you hold on to the globe as you unscrew it. Alright, now you got two little screws up here above these lights that you have to unscrew to get this light fixture off. And so let's see if we can get that. Okay, now like I said, I've got this little Ryobi screwdriver here I'm going to use. Now it's on a 90-degree angle like this. Now if you want it to be straight, you have to push down this button right here and turn it, which isn't the easiest thing in the world to do till you get used to it. But you push down that button right there and turn it, and now you got a straight driver. Let's see. And so to operate it, of course, you've got your forward and reverse right here. Forward and reverse right here. And then it's forward and reverse, or right or left, whichever one you want to call it. And now let's see if we can get those little screws out up there. Okay, the next thing you gotta do is disconnect these connectors on this light attachment here, light fixture. And I love these new connectors because they just push in and pull out just like that. That's all it is to taking it off. Now we have to get started on these blades. And last but not least, okay, now you just have to turn this counterclockwise. It comes off because it's got these little catches here, right in here that slides up on there. Okay, now these particular nuts for this Hampton Bay fan here is a 7/8. I'm just going to get them all loose a little bit. Okay, now I've got all these where they're just thumb tight. Or I can turn them with my fingers anyway. Then disconnect your wires here. Now that's the end of that bad boy. Of course, you got to take these down now so you can get this bracket off, because you know the one with the new fan is not going to be the same bracket as that. And if I forgot to tell you, make sure you disconnect the power to this before you start working on it. Because if you don't, it's going to start tingling in a minute, if not already. You'll know it. Okay, now we'll open this Harbor Breeze. Seems like the name of this particular one is Centerville. So we're going to open it and see what it looks like. And here's your blades. hardwire and your pull chains here. Okay, here's your bracket that holds it up the ceiling. And here's 3 of the things that hold the fan blades on. We've got 1, 2, 3 bulbs here so far. Take out everybody's favorite styrofoam here. Styrofoam. And now, we've got globe. Here's the 4th light bulb. Another globe. Here's a little light fixture. And there's your little shield that goes up there against the ceiling to hide everything. And I guess last but not least, your motor here. First thing we gotta do is get this thing here back up there in the ceiling. Now that motor's pretty heavy now. If it falls on your toes, you're gonna know something, so don't let it do that. Okay, now the screws on the end of this plate here are pushed all the way up against there on both ends. Now you're gonna have to have those loosened, so you might as well do it now while you're on the floor. It's a whole lot easier to do it than it is when you're up there against the ceiling. Okay, now this is why I said to save those screws that come out of those boxes up there, because you're going to need those right now. So the first thing you got to do is you got to go up here and take these 2 wires that was in that one a while ago that came out, and you got to run through this hole here, just like that. And these are nice because it's got room to get give you a little slack there. Now you have to look up in there and see where your holes are at if you don't remember. No, I don't ever remember. So there it is. Now flip your direction of your screwdriver. You go to the right, you know, righty-tighty. Okay, this little bracket on this motor here, it's got these 4 screws in it, 2 there and 2 over here. Now those 4 need to come out because you have to put this up there and then screw them back in while you hold it up there. Now I've got 3 of them out. I'm going to take this other one out up right here and then we'll put it up. Okay, now by the way, while I'm doing this, that doesn't mean this is the way you should do it, or even that you should do it. Maybe you're the type of person you should get an electrician out there to do it. But this is just my way of doing this, so don't get so carried away and say, oh, that's the way to do it, and I'm going to bank money on it, because you can't go with what I'm doing here. So this is just a little educational thing that if you want to see how it's done, this is how I do it. Don't do it this way. Do it the way you want to, or don't do it at all. Okay, now, the white wire here, well now this little thing has a little notch here. It sits up here on this little bracket. You can leave it sitting there for a second. As long as you don't get 2 round bunches with it, it'll hold it. But don't be shaking it around. Now, it comes with new wing nuts, or not wing nuts, but wire nuts here that you can put on here. If you want, put them on here, but the others are in such good shape and they work so good, I'm just going to use what was up here to start with. Take your wire nut, put it up on it, twist it in good. Sort of tug on it just a little bit after you do that. Make sure it's connected good. Don't try to be pulling it out, because you can pull it out if you pull hard enough, but just a little tug on it, make sure it's holding on. You can take your little green one here and wrap it around this screw right there and ground it. And that goes up here under this thing. Because now when I set it up here, we'll get ready to put the screws in it. You set it up there like that. You get your wires where you don't be squishing them when you do that. And so you have to, on this particular one now, you push that back over there until you get room enough to push this one up. And then you bring them back and you line up those 4 holes like that. Get these wires down here. So, to make sure they're not touching anything on the fan, because if they touch anything on that fan while it's spinning around there, you'll hear all this little noise going on. You don't want that. Alright, now we're going to try to put screws back in here. Make sure they're lined up on both sides. Let's see. There they are. Get that little pad in and make sure the little pad's lined up with your screws. Alright. Okay, now just get these started, don't tighten them up yet. Till you get all 4 of them started. Okay, now I needed an extension on my screwdriver here to get up in here. Okay, now all 4 of them are started. We'll go ahead and tighten this one up. Alright. That thing's up there tight. There, stay. So one of us takes it down. So now the next thing we need to do. Okay, now we've got all these screws in this motor up here that has to come out to hold this fan blades on. So, now if you notice there's a notch cut right here in this piece of metal, and this is exactly what it's for. Just so you can get to it up here to put screws in and take them out such as that. Okay, now I should have 10 screws there because there's 5 blades. It takes 2 for a blade. But now first of all, we've got to put these, first of all, this has to go up. It'd be so simple to put these blades up like that right there, but no, you can't do that. And so now, you get ready to put this up, and now 2 of these screws up here on this bracket has to come out, and really you need to hold it up there till you figure out which one it is. But okay, so you put this little, whatever they call it, up here. You go into the notches on these screws like that. Make sure we got them on both of them. There you go. Now twist it to the right or clockwise, whichever one you want to say, so it stays up there. Alright, now take that little screw you just took out, and we'll start with this side, being this is the easiest to get to. Alright, that started right in there. Now we go to the side that ain't the easiest to get to. Okay, of course this is the hardest one to get to, so. Alright, that one's tight. Alright, now Harbor Breeze is not going to fall on you. Okay, now it's time to turn the camera around so I can see it. Time to assemble your blades here. And you can decide, this particular one is both sides are about the same color. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this has more like a little wood grain. This is just a smooth, and you have to decide which one you want. I think we'll just go have the smooth one in here. So you got to remember, when you put these on, you put these on to the side that you want to be down. This here has to be down. So once you put one of them in there, just open your little bag of screws right here and start putting them in here one at a time. By the way, it does come with an instruction booklet here. You know, when all else fails, get out the instructions, you know. So it does come with an instruction booklet if you want to read it. So I've just put so many together. It just seems pretty straightforward to me. When you see the head of the screw, you know it has to be on the side that you're not going to see. So this is going up, you know, up like that. So now that's one, and so I know you don't want to sit here and watch me do all 5 of those. So I'll be back in a minute, I hope. Okay, now when I put all these screws in with this little electric screwdriver here, I'll come back and in the end and tighten them up hand tight. That way you can get a better feel for exactly how tight or loose they are, because you don't want them to be loose. I use my little handy dandy Craftsman screwdriver. Now they're all tightened up and ready to go. Now all we gotta do is put them up on that motor. Now we go up here and start putting these screws in these blades and getting them on. Okay, now you gotta go up here. Now these things, you gotta make sure you put the right ones in the right place. Because, well, they got little sections here that match up with these. So, best way for me to do it is I find that, go ahead and put one in there like that. Get it right there like that. And just like that, just tighten it up. There you go, 1 down, 4 to go. Move all these little wires out of the way here. And last but not least, there you went. And now we'll take my handy dandy little trusty Craftsman screwdriver here and make sure all these got the right tension on them. Because once you finish and you turn the fan on, it starts wobbling. You go wonder where the loose screw is at. So if you take you another second now and tighten these up to about the way it's supposed to be, it should not wobble. It should stay up there. Well, all of them will wobble a little bit, but, you know. Okay, now you got these little rings here that goes around these things. They have to come off before it's over with, so it's so much easier to do while it's on the ground instead of when it's up in the air. You might as well do it now. So you just take those off, and I've already got the other 3 off, so there you go. Make sure those come off. It's just like that, it's just easier while it's on the ground instead of when it's in the air. Okay, now you got 3 little screws up here that hold this light kit on, and they come already attached to this base here. And so, if you can't find them, that's where they are. Now you take your light kit here, and I love these new connections on these light kits, because these 2 wires right here, and you just plug them in. There you go. Now, to get it up there and get all those 3 little screws in there is a whole different story. Right, now it's got a little notch over here. It's a square notch. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a little square notch there. It goes over here around where the switch is at, your up and down switch. This over here is a little curved notch, and it goes over here where your pull chain goes. So now, you gotta stuff these wires up here. Make sure you get that right. And it's up there like that. Now let's see if I can get my screwdriver to hold one of these screws long enough to get it up there. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Of course, I still got 2 to go. One of them's on the blind side over here, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, that's it. Now I'm going to take my little Craftsman Phillips again, tighten them up, We're getting close now. Now I'll put these globes on. And this is where these rings comes in, like I was telling you about a while ago. You have to put the globe on, and these rings hold the globe up before you put your bulbs on. So, okay, now when you're putting these up, it doesn't really matter which way these rings go here. You put the big end up first or the little end up first. I'm sure it might tell you something different in the instructions, but I have found that they go either way. So whichever way it is easiest for you to turn, I guess. I don't know. Because it's not easy to turn these things on this material. They just don't like to be put on. There you go. One to go. Okay, now Kay just looked to make sure on these rings. These are called socket rings. And it just says remove the socket ring from the socket, put the globe on, and replace the socket ring. So it doesn't say whether the little end goes up, the big end goes up, or what. So that's what, I guess it's whichever way you can get your hands in there too, because it's tough to get your hands in there to it. So whichever way you get your hands in here and turn it. That's the way that's the way it goes. Because like I say, it's not easy to get your hands in here to turn this thing. And I don't have real big hands. Now let me move the ladder, see if I can get a better grip on it. Keep in mind when you drop one of these, you're going back to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever you got it from. See if you can find you another one that'll match up to it. Or you buy you 4 new globes. Oh, finally started. Alright. Now, next thing we got to do is put these 4 bulbs up here. Now these particular bulbs are 5.5 watts, but now they put out a lot of light. I don't know why they make everything so hard to screw in. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe it's just the angle I'm going at. 1. Yeah. Let's put the pull chains on. Now one of these has a little picture of a light on it that goes in the center. And the other one has a little emblem of a, I know you can't see that because the light's not right. The other one has a little emblem of a fan on it, and it goes on the other one, which is on the outside over here. Alright, now let's see if it works. Time of truth is here. Turn on the switch, Kay. Oh, we got light. And there goes the fan. Success. Oh, that's a good breeze. Oh, that's coming out, see, I don't want to change it. But we'll check the other speeds. Yeah, we're stopped, slow down a little bit. I can hear it slowing down. Slow down a little bit more. And that's off. Now we go back to high. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, thank you very much for watching my video. If you can, give us a thumbs up, and join our channel. So until next time, we'll see you later. We're going to do some other interesting things around here. So for now, goodbye, y'all.
I feel it over